Maestro Gaming presents a wobbly wagon wheel production about a nomad man. That man is the Gypsy King. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Maestro Game production, and welcome to the 11,249-seater Acre Stadium here in Mold. Now, as you can see from behind me, the view is amazing next to this stadium. It is absolutely fantastic. I couldn't decide whether I was going to show you the beautiful stadium or show you the beautiful scenery. So, I gave you a bit of both. One's over one shoulder, one is over the other. But I'm going to head on inside and get on with today's first game. So, ladies and gents, we have made it into the stadium. They are going for a 4-3-3 and, well, a bit of positivity on their front. I don't expect anything else. They're a good side. We are not so good. They're going to look to pile on the misery and smash in a few goals. Now, those who have not seen the previous episode, we are going for a 3-1-2-3-1. So the lineup is Olaf in goal, Ass, Lovren and Henriksen at the back. In front of them is Kauko. In front of him in central midfield is Follison and Voldo. On the left hand side of attacking mid is Drost. On the right is Cutie and Tofdal in the middle. Latifi, of course, up front on his own. Our bench consists of Olsen, Taklo, Ronfor, Forstrom, Mikkelsen, Torns and Ratty. But without further ado, let's go head into the dressing room and see what Roger Rabbit has to say. So, Roger, he thinks we should challenge the team to go out and prove a point. So, assertively, I now had, you're all working to end out, end it right now. Forget our terrible form, let's end it today, beat Mold, come here, destroy them, pile on the misery. They are down in 10th, that I would say for Mold is probably a little bit low. Let's drag them down into our mess. Lovren gets it over to Drost on the left-hand side, plays it back to Volson. I've just noticed that Lovren's already on a yellow card 7 minutes into today's game. Little bit of a worry, but Latifi has the ball, plays it to Loftal, has space, no. We need to make use of these opportunities. They don't come around often. We are weirdly ahead in shots so far. Admittedly, not on target, but one shot to none, I will take. 1 shot to 1 now. We do have a throw-in though. Kauko throws it into Loftal. Loftal gets past his man. Yes, he does. Plays it back maybe? No. Plays it across to Cutie. Cutie to Latifi. His shot's blocked. Second one, but Lindell saves it. Or Lind, I guess. I don't know. There's no L in there, so Lind. I don't know where I'm getting these names from. My brain. It's melting. It's hot. I probably shouldn't be wearing a jumper in this weather, but I am. Henriksen, it is blocked and cleared away. Intercepted by Voldo, though. Gets it down to Kauko. Kauko tries to pass it across to Henriksen, but it's intercepted. A ball through to Christiansen. One-on-one with Olaf. Can he make a save? No, he cannot, because he's Olaf. Olaf. Tobias with the opening goal. Now, demand more. I know you're nervous. I know you're apprehensive. But I need you to do something. We're going down if you don't do something. So, I don't care how nervous you are. You need to pick your game up. I am going to hammer you until you do. I will either hammer you until you fix your game or just break you till we concede like 20 goals a game. But, first of all, we've conceded a penalty. And that's not a good sign. Christiansen looking for his second. Great. 7th goal of the season for Tobias. And that is worrying for us because we are getting absolutely destroyed. It's not looking good at all as we head into half time 2-0 down. So they've had 13 shots to our 5, 7 on target to our 3, 3 fouls to our 8, 0 yellow cards, 3 yellow cards, 46% possession to our 54. We're actually getting the possession, we're just not doing anything with it. It's annoying. So, best performers, Christiansen for them with 2 goals and 8.6, and of course our goalkeeper, the man who's conceded 2 goals because he's saved 5 and held them, he's got a 6.8. So, struggling to form is Hagen for them with a 6.7 and 6.1 for Kauko, who has one mistake that led to a goal. Piling on the misery, Bodo is also beating Viking. Now, we ideally could do with that being a draw, simply because each team will get a point, or actually, Bodo winning, that kind of works in our favour, if we can catch up. If Bodo beat Viking and we can win, it helps us. We need Viking not to get any extra points, really. So, assertively, I'm not happy with your performance. Pick it up, lads. Quite simple. We are going to be cemented at bottom of the league at this rate. And yeah, Bodo is up to 18 points. Viking is on 17, slipping into the spot above us. And yeah, them two seem to be in a league of their own as well. We're terrible, quite frankly. We are absolutely useless. And we are cemented bottom of the table as we have just conceded a third goal through Gronseth. I'll put it this way, this has been the most disappointing team to manage so far. It's not been a fun ride. I've had fun messing about with tactics, bringing in the likes of Lovren, playing him alongside Coleman, but man, this is a frustrating team. Really frustrating. The goalkeeper, as bad as our Malaysian goalkeeper, our defense, the bad thing is, these players are decent. It's almost like the Malaysia situation, except I expect something of these players. Whereas in Malaysia, I didn't expect a thing from most. Because obviously I had no idea who any of them were. So, what's the plan? What's the plan? I guess Kauko's having a bad game. We need goals. We need to get up the pitch. Ratty, what do you want to be? Pressing forward. Okay. Pressing forward, attack. Drost is out there. Two of our defenders are on yellow cards. That's probably not going to go great. Ass. I can't really risk Ass. I guess I do that. And then save a sub in case a defender gets sent off. Lovren, who's our ball-playing defender on a yellow card since the 7th minute. Ass plays it over to Takalo. Takalo now over to the Cutie. Cutie trying to come down the right-hand side. Yes, I did just call him the Cutie. Cutie coming inside from this right-hand flank. Will he play one across? He plays it through to Ratty. Ratty 1-1 with the goalkeeper. He's got a goal. Ratty has managed to do one thing most of our players have not. Might get him in the starting lineup. He's managed to score. That's a lot more than I can say for Latifi, who has been very underwhelming for the quality of player that Latifi is. So, Voldo has picked up a knock, damaged his foot. Great. Great. Christiansen, lovely save by Olaf. Cleared by Lovren, and this is rough. This is definitely rough. And we've just conceded a fourth. We didn't get a great look at it, but we conceded it. But John back with his first goal of the season. And of course, it's Tobias with the assist. Because Tobias Christiansen has been involved in every single thing that's happened this game. It has been ridiculous. Show some passion, lads. This is ridiculous. Volvo. Yeah, Volvo. Not even Voldo. Volvo. You, get your butt. Ron 4 is coming on for you. We are cemented deep in the depths. Look at that goal difference. We are terrible. Terrible. And I cannot see us escaping this one, quite frankly. I think I resign myself to the defeat of not getting out of this mess. And yeah, I don't know. It has ended 4-1 in the end, 26-11, 11 on target to our 6, 5 fouls to our 13 again. I've told them to lay off tackles, but they still managed to foul. The aggression must be through the roof for this team. 0 yellow cards, 4 yellow cards, 47% possession to 53. Fouls, our undoing. It's always the undoing of these little teams. You always get too many aggressive players, too many fouls given away, too many set pieces conceding. It's just not good. Best performers. Tobias Christiansen, of course, player of the match. 9.4 rating, 2 assists. Ratty was our best performer with a 7.2, 1 goal. Struggling to perform is Kauko. One mistake that led to a goal and a 6.1. Hagen for them with a 6.7 and no reason for it. So, Roger thinks she'll let the team know we appreciate getting beat 4-1. No, I don't. I don't in the slightest. I'm not happy. Roger, I don't know what that's meant to achieve other than irritate me. So, Voldo, send him to the physio, I guess. Voldo is out of action, folks. And that makes our home game a little bit more difficult. At least we're playing a team not as good, not by much, but they're not as good technically than Mold. So hopefully we've got a bit more of a chance, but I will see you over at our stadium in just a second. Okay everyone, I have been for a little bit of a walk before our second game of today's episode. We are of course back in Ulstenvik for our game against Sarpsborg. As you can see, I am over near the marina end. I've headed over to the beach. I'm now over at the marina, and then I'm going to head back up the hill for today's game. So, without further ado, I'm going to head on back and see you fine folks for the second game in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, it is time to kick off here at Hodsvoll, which possibly could be our last game here in Norway. That is because Bode play Aslund, I believe it is, directly above them. If they manage to win that game, then we are pretty much screwed. It doesn't matter about the episode coming up next either, because they will be too far in front. But our team is unchanged from the previous episode and the previous game. They are going for a nice 4-3-3. Yet again, another team looking to pile on the misery. So without further ado, let's just go talk to Roger and get on with today's game. So, Roger thinks we should try and encourage the team. You know what? We are going to passionately tell them about working on our poor form and pray that they manage to do it. But Fabian Edder, the man who follows us everywhere but still has no relationship with us, he is here today with some questions from Goal Publication and he is enthusiastic. So, you're 15th in the form table after, I'd say 16th in the form table, to be honest. 16th in the league, 16th in the form table. We haven't done anything. I don't know who has a worse form than we do, but apparently someone does. So, 15th in the form table after a poor run. Can you turn things around? We need to find form quickly, right now. In fact, about 3 games ago. Ronfo takes the captain's armband today. What do you see in him as a leader? Is natural choice under this circumstance, i.e. our starter is injured and now he comes in. So, the absence of Voldo is sure to be felt. Yes, obviously we'd rather have him available, but unfortunately he went and got himself injured in the previous game. Just to make things even more difficult. So yes, as you can see, Alessund is playing Bodo/Glimt, and well, if Bodo/Glimt win that, as you can see, there's either with this draw, there's a 7-point gap, which is 8 points. We lose, that's a 9-point gap, that's 3 wins that we would need out of 4 games, with them losing all their games. So if they win today, we'll need 4 from 4. We're not getting 4 from 4 when we're playing Rosenborg and Brann in the next episode. So if they manage to win, I think we should probably call it quits. In fact, if they manage to do anything but lose, we should probably call it quits, just simply on the fact it's very unlikely we're going to get out of that mess. So let's get on with the game. This could be our last one, so let's enjoy it. Enjoy our time here in Norway. Very beautiful location. Unfortunately, our football's not been as beautiful as the scenery around us, but Taft gets it into the box. QT can't keep his header on target. QT has been pathetic, quite frankly. QT has been one of my worst signings. He has been useless. I thought it'd be quite good. That was relative to the players we had in the club at the time. As we've got more and more better players, yeah, it's just useless. We have a lot of useless players here. Our best players are arguably the guys retiring at the end of the season, and they're not putting in the effort because, well, why would they? This is a retirement home for them. Bay, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Lovely save by Olaf. They have a corner though. Can we please keep a clean sheet for the first half? Just one half without conceding. That'd be nice. We haven't seen that for a while. In fact, we might not. No, we have seen it before. Cause we have a 0-0 draw, I think, in there somewhere. But it's been a long time since we've gone a whole half without conceding. And we've made it! That is some positivity. We have 5 shots to their 6, 3 on target to their 3. We've had as many on target as they have. That's amazing. 5 fouls to 4 though. 0 yellow cards, 0 yellow cards. 46% possession to 54. Now the best performer is Olaf, of course, for us. Always is. 6.9 in goal and a 3 shots saved. Now, Nas for them is their best performer with a 6.9. Struggling to form is Romfo for us with a 6.4. And Cam Pagna with a 6.5 for them. So, Asland is currently drawing their game 0-0. That's the game we're going to keep an eye on. This one, of course, 2-0. Viking is losing. So, if we can manage to win, we can catch up to Viking. And hopefully, they manage to pick up a victory too. So, we could do with all 3 home teams winning today. So, assertively, we have been the better team. I'm not happy, lads. I'm sorry. Under normal circumstances, I'd be thrilled under this. If this was like first or second game since joining the club, this would be an amazing situation. But the fact that we need wins, especially going into next episode, if we have a next episode here in Norway. Yeah. Also, Viking picking up a goal, that's not a good sign. Show some passion, lads. Get your passion fruits out. We need to get some goals. So, we have a couple of yellow cards. We have players struggling. Right, who is struggling? Drost. You are playing awful. So, Drost, get off my pitch. Who else is struggling? Romfo, you're also playing awful, so get off my pitch as well. You like to be an advanced playmaker. Okay, that works for me. Winger, support. We then have you. There's a lot of guys on the 6.5. We can't take them all. Ass is on a yellow card as well. So, I guess we take... In fact, we've not managed to see this guy. Severson, we've not managed to see all season. He's finally recovered right near the end of the season. So let's bring the star defender back into the lineup. The man we've not got to use. Show some passion, lads. Go out there, get a goal. Let's catch up to these teams. Give ourselves a little bit of optimism. Or just give us something nice to leave on, you know. Or stand there, let him shoot and hit the crossbar. That's another alternative, I suppose. Olaf, the best player on our team. That's always an approach, I suppose. And letting them run inside like that is also another terrible idea. Lucky for us, though, Olaf actually makes a save now. So, 10 minutes remain. Can we get a point? Olaf makes the save. Lovely save by Olaf. As you can see, Bodo is currently drawing their game. If that stays as it is, that has become a good game. 3-2 in the Viking game. And they have a throw-in deep in our half. Someone needs to get a block on this. Lovren gets it away. Can we counter-attack? No, Jensen is going to pick it up. Plays it down the left-hand side for Amundsen. Now, no, we're not going to chase it down. Okay. We're going to let them get a free cross in, headed away, and it's Toffdal on the counter-attack. Tries the ball over the top to Latifi. Latifi's got past his man. Can he get past the second defender around the goalkeeper? That was a terrible shot. An absolutely terrible shot by Latifi. He has been terrible. He has been the biggest bane of my life. It's awful. We managed to get a draw, not lose, even got the player of the match. But it's not a win, and we're probably stuck in the relegation zone with that one. 0-0 here in the end. 8 shots to their 17, 5 on target to their 6, 13 fouls, 10 fouls, 2 yellow cards, to 0 yellow cards, 45% possession to 55. Now, our best performer, weirdly not our goalkeeper. It was Toffdal with a 7.4, 89% passing completion ratio. For them was Utvik with an 83% passing completion ratio and a 7.2. Struggling to perform was Romfo, got a 6.3, no reason for it. And Sjostrand with a 6.4 and 0 overall chances. As you can see, a couple of milestones. Not going to go through them. Feel free if you are interested. Player of the match, Toffdal. And, well, Roger thinks we should tell the team we appreciate their efforts. I do not. Angrily, I'm not happy. I'm so not happy that we're probably going to just walk out the club. As you can see, 6-point gap going into the last 2 episodes. Aslund stole it. 90 plus 3. So, there's a 6-point gap, but we need 7 points. One of them is against Bodo. That is admittedly. One is against Bodo. So that one is doable. But we need points against Rosenborg and Brand. I think we give it one more episode. We give it the Rosenborg Brand episode if we can't manage to achieve anything from that. If it stays this 6-point gap, say we lose both of our games, they lose both of their games in the next one, we're not going into a third one. Because look at that, 14 to 40. We're not turning that goal difference around in the last episode, even playing against them. So that is it for today's episode. We didn't lose. It's a miracle that we didn't lose. Unfortunately, we didn't win though, and we now have difficult games against Rosenborg and Brand, who find themselves 2nd and 4th in the league. So thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.